Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying a delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Welcome to the morning show. My partner is at the doctor's office. She's racing to come back. I said, nah, don't worry about it. I got it. Who's in the house? Who's sitting next to me? Who are you? Identify yourselves. I want to show you something, ladies and gentlemen. Give us a tour of what you've created.
Okay. So I was sick of the webcams because the quality was so bad. So I have a webcam right now.
Which looks pretty good.
I think so.
That's the newest cam. That's why.
Wait, you bought the webcam?
No. I just got rid of them because they were so bad. So
I see they're no longer in play.
No, they're not. So if you see Freddie, he looks way better.
Wow. I mean, you actually... Wow.
He looks way better. And then we have Andrea on the couch. And I also put up the amiibo so we can see whoever walks in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, you see that when he turned that light on me, you see what he created, right?
Yeah,
see the halo?
I mean, we're still figuring it out.
Okay. The halo has to go to
it's a work in progress. You gotta.
I am impressed, except I got a question.
What?
These cameras will be used outside because we need them out there.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take them out.
All you do is take the power in the camera, right? You leave the strips.
Yeah. All I need is the power. So even the HDMI's, I don't need to.
You have converters out there?
Yeah, we have the converters out there. This is an extra set of converters.
Voila.
Yep. So.
Are you running these on battery or on?
They should be on cable, so you can see the cables are connected.
I can see that they're charging. Oh my goodness gracious!
But they have set up.
So Studio B now has been transformed into Sophie's den. What do you think?
I think it looks great.
Why don't you tell people who you are?
I'm Andrea. I'm an intern here, and I've been here for about 2.5 weeks. What do you think?
I don't know, because if you add it all up, it might have been 2 days.
Yeah, it's been tough with my class schedule, but yeah, I'm here and I'm having fun. So.
And you're gonna be the green chart lady. You're gonna be doing the weather. You're gonna be doing some PSAs for the May 12th announcement.
Yeah.
She wants to be in front of the camera.
Nice.
So we should give her something to like we used to do this portion of the show brought to you by.
Okay.
We just have to pick something. It's funny. We gotta look around for something. And where are you? FAU or Lynn?
Lynn.
You're at Lynn? And
yeah.
what year are you in?
Senior.
And what's your major?
It's advertising and public relations.
Well, there you have it. So she's a walking commercial.
Basically.
Have you done commercial work in the past?
Commercial work? No. I've done like on-camera stuff. I've done like interviews. Like I've interviewed people at school, but nothing really commercial, no.
So you can interview Abdullah?
Yeah.
He's a hard interview. Hmm?
I mean, yeah, I was kind of agreeing with that when I say, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
A little bit of all that. All right, so we are prepping for the arrival of Dawn if she shows up. If not, we just keep rolling. A couple of things that I want to talk about today, and tonight's last show is 7:30. I believe we're going to be talking about the fundraiser.
Okay.
And I was going to give that show to the interns on national radio if you guys wanted to be on there. I don't know if you guys want to do your debut on radio. I don't know if you guys are up for it. It is at 7:30 tonight, which is always a problem.
Yeah.
We can tape it, and
That's
you
true.
can play the tape if you're up for doing that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
We have free time today, so we can tape it.
You want to do that?
I can do the
You
taping of it. I don't want to be on.
But you have to be on it.
I don't want.
You're one of the interns.
I'm a producer now. I've been upgraded.
Excuse me. Wow. Yeah, but you're a producer, yes. But at the same time, wouldn't it be important to hear from you guys as to why people should come out for
Yes.
the event?
Yeah.
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 It might be a nice, maybe we do like a multiple segment deal where everybody says their piece. You're new, so you're walking into the situation. So they're going to say something, and then at the end, you can cap off the show by saying, okay, this is what I was looking for, this is what I wasn't looking for, or whatever, and that'll finish out the show. I think it's a good idea. Abdullah, how long you been here?
I've been here for like about 2 years. I am one of the senior people here. Shocking. I'm still shocked. I am like up there with like you know, with like Jay and Gato at this point. To be honest, I still find.
Did you start with Gato?
Yeah, I remember Gato was like, he was here when I first came here, right? He was here.
I think you guys came in at the same time.
Wow.
Wait, really? I know definitely Jay was here before me. I know that.
Yeah, Jay's been here for a long time.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy being here?
Yeah, it gives me at least, you know, something to do. It makes me feel like I am actually, you know, not being a, you know, lazy bum, you know, like you.
He's not home being a lazy bum.
Yeah. You know, my mom has been recently. He's been complaining to my brother to please find a job because you know he's almost. My brother, he's about to graduate soon, with a bachelor's, and my brother has not found any.
Is he older than you or younger?
No, he's slightly younger, about like he's a year younger than me. And,
And what's his major?
He's biology. He's been taking like, you know, but the thing is like my brother or he's taking like all these like biology classes just for the sake of like, you know, being a biologist, like not for like medical stuff. So it's like it's all those kind of job that he wants to do. The issue is that they're kind of like outside Boca, like, you know, like he would definitely want to work at, you know, something like Butterfly World, you know.
Yeah.
Biology and Butterfly World, really?
Goes kind of hand in
different.
hand. Biology, study of life. No.
Yeah, my brother.
Okay.
Yeah, biology is my brother's thing. He wants to, you know, basically, you know, animals, you know.
Why doesn't he become a veterinarian there, really?
Better at.
I think that's too much for him. No,
Too
no,
much
no.
math?
Yeah, no. Too much, like, you know,
much work.
too adjacent to like medical stuff. No.
He
Okay.
doesn't want to be a doctor type of guy.
Yeah. He doesn't want to be a doctor.
Does he drive?
No. My brother is actually behind me in terms of driving because, you know, back in high school there was a limited opportunity where you could actually take a driving class. I managed to got into the driving class in time. My brother didn't. So yeah, my brother's kind of behind me.
Did you drive here today?
No, because my dad was in a rush, and you know he has a class at like, you know, 9:30. But like every time, like, you know, when he picks me up, every time there's an opportunity, we always turn that into a driving opportunity. You know.
It's funny because your father dropped you off at 9:20 today. He had a 9:30 class.
Well, it's right around the corner.
Is it?
Yeah. It's at FAU.
Yes.
He has private parking.
The faculty have,
They have their own?
their own
Okay,
parking.
That makes sense because otherwise he's not going to make it on time.
Yeah. We need every opportunity that we could get, you know, driving. And we all just take it. That's why, like, you know, I hope that like it's my dad picking me up and not my mom. Today, my dad's he has will end at like around 5, so.
Okay.
So,
Now let you know, you've been in here. You do a lot of editing.
mm-hmm,
You do a lot of voice repair, a lot of voiceover,
mm-hmm.
and then there's something called Inside the Mind of Abdullah, right? The history.
Yeah, my new show, like the Facts with Abdullah. I've been working on the script for this one. It's been like a pretty long one because the subject ended up being like longer. So I think I'm gonna split into like a 2-parter. So yeah. So the fact, as for today's for a hint for today's episode, I'm gonna make it about the Greek monarchy. So so we went from fertilizers to dinosaurs and now the Greek monarchy. So
I love the one for the dinosaurs. I posted that.
Nice.
Now the people that it's interesting because when you came in here, we were trying to figure out what your best assets were, and your editing. You do Perla stuff. Your editing is excellent. Well thought out, clean, and then everybody comes to you to fix the bad sounds that we get because you have a knack for fixing that as well. And then you have a staff of workers under you that have to show their work to you to be approved.
Yeah.
Which is a leader of men, which is kind of cool. And then we have you also working now on the SEO project.
Yep, we just got that result. I find blog into the
vidIQ.
site. Yeah, vidIQ. So yeah.
You see, a lot of people, they don't understand that when you do a podcast, or you do a video cast, or you do a radio show, all of that, minus radio, because radio is so vast, it goes everywhere. But all the other ones, you have to find them. You got to understand how your SEO to your podcast works and how to enhance it and make it stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And here at AMP, one of the things that we do is you don't just do a show. That's great. It's what do we do after you do the show?
Like
Where
how
do
to
we go
promote
with
it.
Exactly. Like we do Comcast commercials in here. People never thought in a million years that we would do that. So you can be a voice on a Comcast commercial with a highlight screen behind you. You've seen thousands of them, and this will play on real TV. It's the same thing with the part where you're telling about the Greek Empire or dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's just to explain to you that SEO, there's a formula to it to increase the awareness, people to watch it. He does things now to enhance it. So these things are going to be come to you as well, offering you the opportunity to do a podcast with us and let us show you what we do with it afterwards.
Okay.
And we have people that you can also put in on your podcast, people who are going to school to learn how to edit, how to hold a podcast. There's a couple of things that I can plug you in to people that want. Dawn is a plug-in for you and your doctor tonight. She interviews doctors. That show I've had for 8 years.
Wow.
And it continues to highlight the doctors in our community. What we do with it afterwards is where Abdullah now, he got the torch from Zachary and is learning how to promote it and make it bigger. And it just goes to show you that behind every show, including this one, if you look around, you have to live inside the world of Sophia because her mind works a certain way. And what she did was she took away 23 years of history with one quick zoop because she doesn't like the way the cams look. And the problems with the cams is not that they look bad. Cams are made for 3-footers. You're supposed to have 3 feet between you and the cam. There's over 6 to 8 feet between us and the cams. That's why they look the way they look. These cameras are made for long distance, so it's not a problem.
That's why this one, this
that
webcam
one
right
works.
here looks pretty well.
That one works because it
Yeah.
has 3 feet between you. So you have to understand, beginning to end, soup to nuts, when you have an idea and you finish with that idea and projecting it, there's a lot of material that happens in between.
Yeah.
And you have to meet the right people that understand the procedure of this thing. And if you look at this morning show, if you come in here, which I invite everybody, it's open to the public, you will see how the displays are mounted and all the different things are put in play to get it done. See, there's a lot of work to make you look gorgeous on the air. You know that, right? It ain't easy.
Yeah.
You understand?
Oh, I do.
You do?
I do.
Did you think that when you first came here, you were going to be exposed to all of this? Because you're going to
No.
learn all of this.
Not at all. I mean, that's what I like about it here, though, because it's, it's not just organizing stuff, and I feel like I'm actually getting, like, good exposure.
Well, you're going to take a crew with you, right? So let's say, God help you, you have Sophia, and she goes out with part of your crew. They set up the cameras, and they set the shot. You know, every shot on television is picked for a particular reason. What you're going to be talking about, the backdrop, the whole nine. And then it has to do with color of skin, color of hair, color of clothing. All of those three elements go place on what's behind you. And the noise factor. If I can't hear you talking because you got a sweeper behind you, that's a problem. You know? But you're going to learn this. You're going to learn how to take advantage. That Mevo is Mevo, right?
Yeah, the Mevo.
We've had that for 2 years.
Really?
2 years.
We like barely use it too.
We never use it because nobody knows how to use it.
Just turn it on.
You just turn it on. See that? But that could serve, the way you have it set up right now,
Yeah.
could serve to send it to us with a remix call.
Oh.
Right? And then you'll be part of a show. So you'll be the news person. So, you know, a train hits here in Glaze Avenue. We send a crew out there. You're out there reporting. The trick is how to capture the sound because it's noisy. Ambulances and what have you. We could be the first on the scene to report it out there. And then the news people are going to want to see what footage we have, and that's another world. All of these things.
It's a
But
lot.
this also includes video production. So let's say that you get this video, Abdullah, and I need you to highlight it to put it on social media. He just goes to work. And everybody has a job. Everybody has a calling. Everybody has a piece of what we're putting together. So hopefully that's what you'll be learning if you don't disappear.
No, I won't. I won't disappear.
She ain't disappear. And Sophia, when you first came here,
Yes.
you were looking for a challenge. You're always looking for a challenge. Even when you're here. Last night she's starving. She's chewing on the tablecloth.
Oh my
She's so
gosh.
hungry.
Wait, really?
I was hungry
And
last
she,
night.
what was
yeah.
it, 6:30?
It was like 5:30. What?
But you didn't leave till 6, no?
No, I left at like 5:30, 5:40.
So I said to her, okay, go home. And she says, wait a minute. Because you got intrigued with what Gato was doing. Now, do you understand how he set up Sarah's spiritual show?
Yeah, I know like a little bit more than half, like 75% of how to set up Sarah. Just the connecting to the tank is the issue with me. Like the rest desk, sometimes it's a little iffy, so I'm like,
Or is he using NDI or is he using Rustas?
it's both. Well, I know how to like set it up,
Okay.
but connecting everything is the issue. you
Well,
know?
I'm going to give you a new complication. So apparently yesterday, we have our own phone system in the studio, a private phone system that we developed. And apparently, because of what's happening overseas, there are flitches. There are 3 bridges, sound like a movie, that lead to getting a phone call done in here with 3CX. 3 bridges. And I did not know that during Jeff Santos' show, now this is a political show that we air from Boston. It goes to 11 radio stations throughout the country. I did not know that we were having glitches. So the board kept turning off.
What?
Now, the reason that we know the bridge is damaged is because the people stayed on hold listening to the show. We went back in, and it was like business as normal. But on Jeff Santos, it went off twice. On Sarah, it went off 8 times.
What?
And so, G-Man, the problem with Sarah is that she had 20 phone calls.
Yeah.
And she was talking to somebody, like we're talking now, and all of a sudden you get,
Silence.
and Sarah goes, hello?
Yeah.
Hello? You didn't say goodbye? And the problem we're having, that we discovered after the show, because we were fighting with one another, we thought it was the program,
Yeah.
is that I spoke to other people throughout Florida, Washington, D.C., and New York City.
Okay.
And there are flitches right now with the internet.
That's
There are
crazy.
what they call disturbances. It doesn't go down.
Yeah.
Comcast doesn't go down. There are flitches that the programs go down. You understand the difference? So your program goes out, right? Like you could be on TikTok, and your TikTok goes out, and you have to reset it, or reboot it, or redo something to get back on.
Yeah.
But the internet did not go down.
Oh.
So what they're doing is, whoever's doing it, is that they're offsetting our programs, not the internet. because the internet now has so many barriers to knock it out.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the internet's important, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
like if the internet went down, I think we'd be like living all in like Mad Max right now. I think
This is Mad Max. Right now, what is it? 2 go in, 1 come out.
Same.
Wasn't that Mad Max?
I don't know.
I don't.
Do you know?
Whatever. I'm just saying, like, I think society, as we know it, would collapse without the internet because how reliant we have become on it. Like, remember, like, for example, the thing that your cell phone does like the task of like what so many analog things used to do, like, calendars and alarm clocks and watches, just calculators. Those used to be like, yeah, there used to be like an individual device for that, but then like phones just just took up all of those functions.
Well, what's happening, so that people understand, we were warned about a program that we were using for the phone system. And we were told that they were changing how they were going to deliver the phone calls because of what's happening. Now, what's happening, they were not clear on. It could be the war. It could be Russia. It could be China.
I thought we were making peace with Russia.
Well, the problem is that even though we're making peace with whoever, the only peace we're making is that there are people who are not happy with us. And they are disturbing how we do business.
Okay.
So the phone system needed an upgrade that I paid for.
Yeah.
So that we could take it off the generalized deal and have our own server.
A private server.
A private server. So our phone system now will be transferred over to a private server to see if the third bridge won't collapse anymore.
Sounds good.
And we won't have a problem. But that leads us now to worry about other servers.
Yeah.
Other services that you have. Now, Facebook is well protected. I don't see
Facebook
that.
has too much money. I think YouTube too. So
Those two I'm not worried about. But there are other links that you use. So don't be so keen to think that things are not working. And Sarah was beside herself because she kept getting a hang-up call on the 3CX. But the bottom line was that it wasn't anything we were doing. It was something on the outside. And the way it works, you can't see it until the show is over. Then you run a report, and you can't even see it on the report. It's just something that happens. So they've discovered a way of ghosting your programs to not vanish, but just to turn off. So when I get home last night at 10 o'clock and I'm tired, and I go to my building, the internet is up, but the program was violated. And I couldn't get into my apartment. This is an unbelievable look.
What do you mean? Oh.
Looks fantastic. Why don't you sit over here so we can talk to you?
Oh yeah, he has a There's a microphone over here.
Are you going to give me a microphone?
Yeah.
Hello.
So yesterday, Gato, you were here setting up Sarah till 7 o'clock.
Till
Yeah.
7?
Yeah.
Right?
Doesn't she start at 6:30?
Yeah, but he wanted to make
No,
sure.
I was here like monitoring.
You were here till 7.
He wanted to see if anything. So as soon as you left, what did I tell you?
Really? What happened? Oh my god.
Oh my! He was just talking about it, so he has to repeat it.
The 3CX
Yeah.
has no issues, but something or someone is knocking the program off. So everybody's on hold there for the phone calls. There was 20, and the 3CX went out, and G-Man had to turn it back on, and it went out, and turn it back. Come on in. All right, let's take a commercial break so Madam Curie, who just showed up, can sit in here. All right, let's take a commercial. We'll be right back.
Looking for music that brings back the memories? True Oldies FLA is South Florida's premier destination for timeless hits from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. Brought to you by M2TV Network. Broadcasting across multiple FM and HD stations, including 95.3 FM in Delray Beach and Boca Raton, 95.9 FM in Palm Beach County, 96.9 FM in Broward County and North Miami-Dade, and 106.9 FM on the Treasure Coast. True Oldies, FLA. Feel good music that spans generations.
AMP Media Futures Foundation presents Caps Off for a Cause. Join us at Crazy Uncle Mike's. Enjoy light bites, a drink, entertainment, networking, Ticket donations, $36. Sponsorship opportunities available. May 12th, 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. 6450, North Federal Highway, Boca Raton, Florida, 33487.
Are you looking for the cheapest prices on car insurance? Then call the Cheap Car Insurance Hotline right now. Hey, you're guaranteed to save money on your car insurance. Most car insurances can be canceled at any time. That means if you find a better deal, you can switch right away. We're not just one company. We offer most of the major brands of car insurance. We're like a discount supermarket for car insurance. And it doesn't matter if you have a good record or a bad driving record. Our agents are experts at finding you the right car insurance for your needs. Our average customer saves hundreds of dollars a year when they call us to switch. So why don't you make this 100% free call right now and see how much you can save on your car insurance?
855-815-9787. 855-815-9787. 855-815-9787. That's 855-815-9787.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Are you ready to stop playing small and step into your highest self? This isn't just a book club. It's a call to action. No fluff, no excuses, just growth. Actually, growth with some super cool people with a shared intention. Join us live at the Ubuntu Room on the Brooklyn Cafe Show Wednesdays at noon and become the greatest version of you. For more information, go to ubuntufishgallery.com. UBU, NTU, fishgallery.com.
Looking for a night out that actually gives back? AMP Media Futures Foundation presents Caps Off for a Cause. Join us at Crazy Uncle Mike's. Enjoy drinks, light bites, live entertainment, and real connection. May 12th, 5 to 7:30 p.m. Tickets are just $36 donation. Spots are limited, so grab yours now. Sponsor opportunities are available.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right,
and voila.
Voila.
How are you?
Voila. I'm looking at the whole new setup. It's kind of nice.
Show her the different angles.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's one. And here
Give me 1 second. I have Andrea on the couch.
Andrea's on the couch.
Expect it.
I
And
have the Meebo, so I can spy on whoever is coming
Wow,
in.
look at that. How long did it take you to set up the morning?
10 minutes.
Gata, what do you think? You've inspired so many. Look, he's doing the dance. You've been inspired. You're inspiring so many. Abdullah's awake. He's on the board.
He's already looking how to fix it.
yeah.
Abdullah was working hard doing some SEO yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about
How'd
how
you do?
important that is.
I did the basic the stuff of it. However, there was this like weird thing I noticed about like if you want to like further like optimize the videos, you have to spend like whatever free credits that you have. I was like kind of unsure about.
We'll talk about all that afterwards. But you got it up, and he had to problem solve it because
You know, like
they had.
Yeah, there was some like weird issues, but don't worry, it's all because apparently for some reason it was being linked to the wrong channel. If it was like a fake imposter channel with like no videos,
Our
but
cafe has like a fake imposter channel, and it does, but I don't know why it did it. We have a
so
couple?
we basically had to switch emails to like Freddie's email.
It's funny. Did he say any of this before?
Like
that
guy, you showed up.
You wouldn't know what he meant though, but I know what he meant because I linked it to a channel with the cafe email to set up an account, and it wouldn't let us in. It went to like some fake cafe channel.
So you
we had
did
to
it.
go through you and he went through customer support, and he learned how to do it on YouTube, and they unlinked it, and we relinked it through your
well, then
email.
let me ask you another question, Batman.
You didn't know any of this happened?
No, I didn't know any of this happened. And yesterday,
Yeah.
Gato stayed here till God knows what time.
Yeah.
And we thought that we had resolved Sarah's issue.
Right.
Real-time mic.
Right.
Sounded fantastic. She did not complain one time about the sound. Perfect. The phone's turned off.
I think
the third bridge.
I heard you say you think it's the Russians. I don't think it's the Russians. I think it's the hackers from wherever they are
What's a hacker?
that are tapping into our internet system in the United States because attorneys' lines were down, email lines have been down, my daughter's internet went down, so it wasn't just here.
I couldn't get into my building.
Every person I spoke to yesterday
Crazy.
had an internet or communication issue, and I don't know what energies are happening. And then Dana sent me a whole, I can't tell you because you're going to think I'm crazy, but anyway, Dana sent me a whole thing on attachments and energies, and that kind of goes with the whole
I
conversation.
couldn't get
we're
into my
having.
building.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
The app was down,
The
and
gate
I'm
wasn't
calling. I'm calling Linda to see if she can get me in. She says, "Of course." Oh, mine's is down too. My fob wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Then a car came and used the fob. How is that even possible?
I'm telling you, I think there's some sort of hacking situation, which everything needs to be leveled up and put on HIPAA and put on servers like we're doing, so people can't get in.
Wow, you were listening to the show.
No, but I just know what's going on.
That's what they're working on right now.
Really? I just know this is what's going on, and it's getting worse.
Well, you know, the issue is you need to hire kids to know what's going on. Like, he fixed the SEO problem, which I was not made aware of. Does anybody ever tell me anything in here?
We tell you things when after we fix them. You're like Dad. If we come to you, it means we really need help. If not, we
You
fix it
come to
before
me
we get
after
to you.
you. Well, but don't you
Does
think
this
that
make
maybe
sense to
it
you,
has some...
Sophia?
Or maybe if knowing that information, it would have helped me with these 3CX.
Oh no, we only go to Dad if we really need.
Do you
Dad's
know
level
that
of
J
help.
3CX went down?
I knew you were working with Gio yesterday on that.
I wasn't, because I didn't think we had a problem.
Yeah, you gave her the phone before the show even started to see what was going on.
I asked her, there was a change on the platform. He said, no, that's normal. Nothing else. Not that it went down twice. Didn't tell me that. G-Man had an 8. G-Man was pulling whatever little hair he has left out of his head. Because we could not figure out what was going on. We didn't know that the program kept turning off and he turned it back on.
I think there's a glitch in the internet. Remember, you never found it last week, and
We
it
still
shut-
didn't find it last night either.
I'm telling you,
It's
something.
not a glitch in the internet.
It's a micro glitch.
It's a glitch.
I don't
in
know
the
if it's
program.
a glitch or is it intentional. Yeah,
I think it's intentional.
that's scary.
I think they are.
They're testing the waters.
Exactly. They want to see what the reaction would be. And the reaction is going to be you're going to have to go to your own server, like we're doing today.
Right.
Because it's the only way to prevent all these outside forces.
Did Andrea sing this morning?
No.
Has she done the weather yet?
Go, pull up your weather app. Let's see what the weather is.
We have to give her the app.
Partly summer, and it's very hot, is all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who doesn't feel that hot in here?
Right now it's good, but yesterday, Dawn
Yeah.
DeBook texted me thanking us for such lovely words that we had to say. She had a wonderful event here yesterday.
Yes, I know. I was outside being the cop.
Her event in here was great.
Absolutely.
We had some parking, a
But
full
we-
parking lot, but you know what? It just lends itself to business, as Jordana Foster always says. Business is changing, and it's how you communicate and how you collaborate with your neighbors and community and come together to find solutions.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that my people, our people, they parked everywhere. Coach parked on the lawn.
I think
They parked.
I'll fill you in afterwards.
all
I
over
don't
the
know
place.
what's going on. I think there's
Yes, there is.
there's some gremlins doing things on Wednesdays.
That's right, because I left here last night at 9 o'clock,
Yeah.
9:30, and there were 5 cars in the parking lot.
Yeah, so
And the alarm was put on over there because I heard it. So
Uh-huh.
where are these cars coming from?
yeah, so
Oh, that's suspicious.
right. That's a whole nother level of
Yeah.
stuff. Gato, how you doing? He's here early.
Yeah,
You got work to do?
Somebody said something to him yesterday.
I did.
I don't want to say nothing. Somebody said something.
I I said, why aren't you here at 9? And he's like, that's early.
No, I wasn't say that was early. I was just say early. Just one word, early.
Tomorrow we're going to La Mesa, correct?
That's exciting.
Yes, La Mesa tomorrow.
And Brooklyn's excited. She's going to be here. She's graduating on May 9th, and she's going to continue working with us through the summer, which I'm pretty excited about. She was really happy, so I'm really glad about that. And you're graduating. Did we do I don't call them affirmations, the things from Dana, from the Ubuntu girls. Did you pick one? Anything? Okay, so we have to do that.
Do you know what the hell they're talking about?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
All right. So, the Ubuntu Girls Guide to Greatness, and Dana Sardano is the host, the MC of the event on May 12th. We sold a few more tickets last night, which I'm excited about.
It's working.
Slowly and steady, we're rocking and rolling.
Slowly and steady. And again, we want to thank you for all your support. All of it. For all of you that bought tickets, thank you, thank you, thank you. And for all of you that are going to buy tickets, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Exactly. And at the door, that's all great. So they're picking, I don't know how many there are. I want to say there's like 13 or 15 girls to greatness. And something resonates with each of them, whether it's find your joy or everyone's picking an affirmation that resonates with them as the graduate. And we're going to try to continue posting those with a picture of you. Congratulations to our graduates and
you
what
graduate?
resonates with you.
In May?
That's
Yeah,
why
on the
she's
16th.
That's why she's leaving.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Really?
I didn't know she. I thought she had
doesn't
one
know
more
anything.
year.
No, remember she told you she's going back to Connecticut. She
I don't
may or
listen to
may not
that.
come
Yeah.
back because you don't think you're just going to think they're staying.
Yeah.
I know.
Why do you go to Connecticut for?
I know.
In the middle of the summer with your asthma. Are you insane?
I know. That's so funny.
I'll give you a
too, 'cause
doctor's note.
to stay out of Connecticut.
Yes.
Yeah, that works. That works.
Because
honestly.
Connecticut allergies are way
They're
less than Florida.
so much
Absolutely.
worse. So
Really?
much worse.
Oh yeah, she thinks I'm kidding.
No, it's
Connecticut's
not. I didn't-
worse than here?
Yeah, I never had asthma until I moved to Connecticut. Like I fully just got it from being there.
And I gotta tell you, New York ain't no better.
Really?
In the summer,
Yeah.
they don't call it the baked apple for nothing. And that asthma in the summer was tough when I used to coach football.
Really?
I used to have the inhaler on a chain.
Really? I gotta
In
get one
case
of
I was
those.
on the ground.
Oh, wow.
So that they could give me the pug because I'm like, this is on the ground. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, right.
I can't even imagine.
I don't know why you would go, especially in the summer. I
I
understand
know.
going back home. I get it.
Yeah.
But in the summer, if
I
you
know.
can stay here, can you stay? Is there an option?
She doesn't have a
Right
place to
now, not really, but working on it. Working on
If
it.
you have an option, who else didn't have a place to stay?
I think we should probably
Cinderella.
consider getting like an apartment.
Apartment house. With
Right.
21 apartments.
A content
A
house.
content creation house, exactly. So the crew has some place to stay.
Why don't we throw everything out from up there, make 2 bedrooms, 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms there, and stick a hose in the wall and they have a shower.
Hose in the wall. There you go. There you go. Puerto Rican style. Hose in the wall.
It worked for me when I was growing up.
Imagine that, Gato. And Andrew could be like our house dad. Would you be the house dad? If we had like a dorm or a condo, would you be house dad?
Sure, why not?
You'd be a good house
Yeah,
dad,
yeah.
don't you think?
Do you know something? You just gave me an idea.
Jeez.
I know somebody that has a mansion, and they have a property on the mansion for the maid's quarter that's empty.
Oh.
And why don't we convert that maid's quarter into a couple of bedrooms? It has all the amenities.
Is it local?
It is local.
No.
It's in Del Rey.
Oh, you know people with money?
Me?
Yeah.
I probably owe them.
Gonna
From the
hang
reason
out-
that they have money.
I'm gonna hang
I
out
owe 'em.
with you.
But I have an idea.
Oh,
I gotta reach out tomorrow because I can't do it today. They're not available today.
Sounds like a
This is an
back door.
idea.
Sounds like a back door, right?
Listen, I always wanted to get a building, so I had a dream.
You
that
have
we
a lot
bought-
of dreams, man.
We bought the Boynton Mall. I
Wow.
never wanted to bring
Bought the
this
whole
up.
mall?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, they paid us to do what we wanted to do with it,
It's not too far off, actually.
and then we paid them 2 to 1. My dream gets really complicated. We paid them 2 to 1 for the rent. I don't even know what that means. I guess for every dollar we gave them an extra $1 after it was done.
Oh, to pay them back?
Yeah.
Like interest?
So what we did was the top was apartment houses. So those are being rented to students only in the media business.
Ooh.
So you guys would live there for free,
Oh wow.
subsidized by the state, and then there were stores underneath, and you had to work in the stores for no money.
So
That
they
was
live
your rent.
for free, but they work for free.
Right. So it's like a caboose.
Kibbutz.
Yeah.
You just work for your housing.
Yeah. So I never told you that because I thought you would laugh at me. There was a movie theater.
Oh, that wasn't last night's stream?
Oh no, this is a few weeks ago.
Oh.
I haven't slipped since.
Interesting.
Because I really think it will work.
It would totally work.
This is what his brain thought last week when he was going manic over Sarah. somehow housing came up in that brain.
Do you know that I had to leave last night?
I don't know what happened when Sarah's here. I think it's just too long a day for you.
No, I had to leave last night because I said to Gato before he left, "You're leaving?" He goes, "Yes." I says to him, "You know when you leave, when your foot hits that door pavement, something's gonna happen." He says, "No, I checked it all. It's all good."
And I was
he
sitting.
leaves.
I was waiting.
And I didn't call you because I didn't want to burst your bubble because he was like, "Yeah, we got this done."
I was like, I wired everything great. I made sure she was fine. Any problem that I thought he would have, I walked it through with him.
Rectified.
That's just like something that I didn't even think would
And
be a
then,
problem.
but you didn't tell me that the Magic were playing the Pistons in the NBA.
See, your head wasn't in the game.
Yeah.
Your head was in another game.
Didn't
No,
they
I
play
didn't
the
even
other
know they were
day?
playing. And
They
that
played like on Wednesday, or it was Wednesday or Monday.
her numbers were
On Monday, I
tremendously
think.
down.
You think her people watch basketball?
It isn't her people. There's somebody in the house who watches the game. If Chuck is watching a game, you know he's watching a game.
Yeah, but I would be on my phone watching Sarah.
Well, the numbers slowly raised up, but it took a while. But I just figured that they weren't calling. It could be that people think that the phone lines don't work. They do work. We've had issues, but so has the rest of the country. It wasn't just us. You saw what happened to Chuck all day, your daughter, my son at work, my sister at Columbia
Yeah,
Presbyterian.
something
was
happened
having
yesterday.
problems.
What do they call it in New York? A brownout? I feel like it was like a brownout on internet systems.
But it isn't the internet. It's programs on the internet. This is why
Okay.
it's so difficult.
All right, fair.
But I felt horrible because as soon as I had to leave,
Where'd you go?
I just drove up and down Second and visited like the different bars and stuff. I wanted to see what it was seeing. I said, "Where is everybody?" The game, the Orlando Magic.
Was it a big
upset.
game? Was it a finals?
Yeah, it's a playoff game, but Orlando
Uh-huh.
is the number 8th seed, and they're taking the number 1 seed. They're up 3-2 now because they lost last night, Orlando, but they lost in Detroit.
Interesting.
So that game happened last night. It's like the Knick game is tonight. What do you think is going to happen at 7:00 tonight?
You're going to be watching the Knick game.
Of course, everybody.
I'm going to
is.
be doing all county, and you're going to be watching a Knick game.
Well, I'll be right there. Moral support.
He sits next to me, Gato, on his phone. He goes, "I'm watching."
I think it just lends credence to my great impression of him yesterday on the midday.
Yes, that was pretty good.
Wow.
I think I did pretty good.
Hey, how you
so,
doing? Good.
You've never been here for a morning show before.
I think one time, but I came super late. Like I was like right at the tail end of it.
And she's ready to rock and roll. And I couldn't do the news thing because you weren't here. I didn't have enough stuff to throw at her. But I figured we should give her like, you know, the news. You can give
The
us
news?
the asthma report.
Asthma report.
Yes.
The allergy
Pollen
report.
is very
the
high.
pollen report in South Florida.
It's craziness.
I guess, yeah.
You know, the air quality today was bad.
Oh, I know.
That's what they have an index.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's bad, extremely bad, and then dangerous.
Abdullah, you got allergies?
No, I don't have allergies.
You know, when Abdullah started here, he didn't have a beard.
You didn't
No, I already had a beard. No, I already had a beard. Well, like very early on. I started getting my beard like I believe like sometime through high school. Like
You think so?
yeah.
You
No, I
told
had
me you were gonna go get a haircut and trim the beard.
I did trim the beard. Yeah,
No,
beard.
go get a haircut and trim it so they can.
They gotta
size
fade
it
you up.
I was thinking about Abdullah this morning, how you've leveled up from doing what you used to do, what you're good at, your stuff in your comfort zone. So now we've thrown more things at you that you're really leveling up. And Freddie was watching the dinosaur piece you did from last week.
It's a phenomenal piece.
What
Yeah.
are you doing for this week?
I'm doing about the Greek monarchy. The script ended up being like so big. I think I may have to make it a 2-parter because it's like how expansive the subject is. I just literally finished the script like for like yesterday. So
It looked pretty long.
yeah, I think it might. Yeah, that's why I like, you know what? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna hopefully I get to finish it today.
Who was the famous Greek guy that was killed?
The Greek guy. I mean, there was what kind of Greek? Just plain.
Like the Romans is Julius Caesar. Who is the famous Greek?
No, the Romans are different from the Greeks. The Romans there's a difference between the Romans and the Greeks. The Romans were primarily based in like what would be like Italy. The Romans would like conquer the Greeks later on.
Right, because the Greeks were in charge and then the Romans came along.
Yeah. It would actually be more accurate to say they were like two separate entities. But then that later on the Romans then annexed the Greeks as part of the Roman Empire. But then the Roman Empire split into two. You have the Western Rome and then you have the Byzantines. Which
he knows all this stuff.
The Byzantines. The Byzantines, they were the Greek.
Who was Socrates?
Greeks. He's from ancient Greece. Yeah, Socrates was Greek. That's ancient Greece and pre-Roman.
That's the one that I know. I know the ancients.
yeah. Not a lot of people don't know about modern Greeks. Or do you even know about the Byzantines?
Yes, I do.
Did you know that
he was there?
No, Socrates was not around for the Byzantines. He was long dead.
Was there.
Freddie was there.
I was there.
Yeah. Did you know that Greece for over 400 years was under the control of Turkey?
Yes.
Yeah, the whole Balkan region, it was all under Ottoman rule, and Greece didn't gain their independence from Turkey until 1832.
Did you see 300 Men?
No, I have not seen 300, but I have seen.
How do you know all this information? Do you play Civ?
No, actually, I'm not that much of a gamer. No, it's just I do have a bit of an interest in
memory.
in history and politics. I took political science when I was at
be
PBSC.
Our next governor.
Mm-hmm.
Abdullah for governor.
You should run. His term has ended. He's
no
no longer going to be the governor.
No,
it's amazing how much he knows, right, Sophia? That's why I thought let's do some things with what he knows and what interests you.
Do you play Risk?
Risk?
He says he's not much of a gamer, so.
No, he's a gamer. He just doesn't do board games.
I heard about Risk. I don't have it.
We should get it. That's World Conquering Conquerors.
I've never played it. It always seemed a little too intelligent for me.
Too intelligent?
Yeah.
Really? It says the one with the masters.
I can't stand her. The one who taught and teaches. I didn't know that about her until this year when you said it on the show.
What, that I was a teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were a coach. And Andrea's like, what is this morning show? Is this just
bizarre.
I'm intrigued.
It's a bizarre situation.
You're intrigued? What intrigues you about being here?
Are you a teacher? Do you have a master's? Do you have something you're not telling us?
I don't have a master's. I was thinking about going for a master's, but I've gotten mixed opinion. Do you recommend it immediately after, or do you recommend
intelligent?
taking a break? Sorry?
Are you very intelligent?
I hope.
What's your GPA?
I off the top of my head, I don't know.
What's your major?
GPA
It's advertising and public relations.
Do I recommend a master's? Yes, because so many young people, I don't want to say kids, so many of your colleagues are graduating with bachelors. It's so hard to get into the workforce. And then to get to the next level of anything, they want a master's. So if you can do it, Lynn, I know, has a great master's program that you do in a year. Some other programs do it for if there's one that you like. I know that Lynn has really accelerated a lot of our crew with their master's programs.
You ever go to the supermarket and you see these things in the bottom shelf and things way at the top and you can barely see them?
Yeah.
And the eye level is where all the good stuff is.
Right.
You buy everything at the eye level supermarket. So when you get your master's, you get out from the lower or upper shelf and you become packaged.
Yeah.
So you get that master's degree with some of the training that you're going to learn and the experience you already have. You become a dynamo in the market. Then you can get the things that you want to get to. Otherwise, you're going to be competing, like she said, with 1,000 people.
And AI, that's the thing that I didn't realize it was so bad. Brooklyn was telling me yesterday. She sat in a Zoom AI interview
for
waiting,
45 minutes,
and they never showed up.
So messed up.
So she stayed there for 20 minutes on the Zoom link, and no one showed up even.
Yeah.
No email, no phone call, no can we reschedule?
Now that could be because of, was that yesterday?
Yeah.
No, it was last week.
No, she told us yesterday.
She told us yesterday.
Yeah, this is what's happening.
So it's really frustrating. It's really hard. I don't know what's going on.
Well, what's happening is that they want people to know AI. They're hiring. Number one hire right now is if you know AI, you can manipulate it for their benefit. So if I need you to do something with AI, that's what they're looking to hire. And we have the kids to do that. And I have evidence that I have kids that know how to do that, because yesterday they were working on the comic book, the comic strip, and we turned some of those things with the use of AI, but it's still being done by the humans. And it's really cool how we're balancing out there. You should come in.
You know what else the master's program does? It gives you more confidence in who you are.
Really? I've heard that before, actually. Like, yeah.
And a lot of it, I think, is mindset.
I wouldn't have asked her to come work with me.
You wouldn't have hired me?
If she hadn't. Yeah, I wouldn't have hired her. I wouldn't even have asked.
Tomorrow's payday.
I wouldn't have even asked. I wouldn't have even. Oh my God.
Who is
I wouldn't
it?
even ask until I found out she had a master's. You know, it's really funny. I didn't know that Dawn had a master's.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that Dawn had graduated high school. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
I just saw how she put together a dinner party with various people, and Spanish was part of the culture. That's how I got there.
Okay.
She didn't know me. You didn't even invite me. I think Chuck invited
I've
Linda.
never met you before. Yeah.
Is that the way it worked?
Yeah.
And so when I saw her, and I saw the way she talked, and she interacted with people, Spanish, English, I was intrigued. I said, I wonder if I can make her do this on air.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because this is not easy to come on air and be yourself.
Right.
And she said, no, absolutely not. I said, that plane went like this, crash landed. So I tried again the next year, and she said no.
So what changed? What made you decide to do it?
Yeah, what made you decide to do it? Why did you decide after 4 years, 237
I didn't really
hours?
know you were looking for me. You said hello. Communication. Good morning.
Oh my.
Now you can't
Look
hide.
who's here.
We made this room so you can't. You can sit over there, and we still gotta.
Don't you
why
ever
sit
feel like
over
you
there?
just want a whole meal? Good morning.
Why don't you sit over there so we can use that camera? Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
You
Watch
have to
this.
look.
I love it.
Wait, no.
No, go ahead. So
There's
we can
no
try.
hiding
Check it out.
anymore. You got a camera no matter where.
Right?
No matter where you are.
And now you're gonna be on camera anywhere you sit.
Yep.
Have the mic.
Sit.
Get the mic close to you.
Can I wait till I'm after you?
Yeah. So we can watch your face.
Someone
Put the
else
camera.
here?
Zoom in on her face.
No. Did you not hear that noise?
No.
Spooky ghost.
Oh my God! I think it's the card. Oh my God!
It sounded like a chair was being moved across the floor.
I think it's
next door.
I think it's her actually the box and her toast making the noise. And I can hear the cardboard.
You know, not for
Hear the
nothing, but your
cardboard.
toast this morning looks a little greenish. I mean, blackish.
It's got a lot
Has
of
a lot of pepper.
It's everything bagel seasoning.
Oh.
Do you guys does everyone love that everything but the bagel seasoning?
I don't.
I think it's good.
I think that. Have you ever had it, Freddie? Are you a big seasoning person?
I'm a very big seasoning. I'm voila season.
You like seasoning?
I love seasoning.
You like garlic?
Love
Yes.
garlic.
You do?
I do.
Yeah, I like garlic.
Yeah.
Big seasoning. Anyway, back to the master's program. We so digress here. Is that when my daughter went back to get her master's, and she did it, one, because she couldn't up-level her career without it. Anything she applied to needed a master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one. Two is she felt if she didn't do it, at some point she would never do it for herself. And she needed it for her psyche, because she said, I know I can, I just have to. And so she got up, she moved out of the state, she found the program she wanted. It's been 3 years already.
She's graduating.
And she's
Wow.
graduating this month, and she worked full time, and it was really hard and a lot of work. But intrinsically, what it does for you intrinsically is, I can't
a
say it's
master's
more
one,
than the money.
intrinsically.
I can't say it's more than the money because you're doing it for your career growth, but you're also doing it for your emotional and well-being growth. To say, like, I did this, I can do this.
You should do it.
And no one can ever take it away from you, whoever you are. That's something that you always have. So what, no matter when you get married or don't get married or have kids or not, this is something you did for you. And no one can ever take that away.
I gotta tell you, my sister got 2 masters.
Really?
Yeah. And I can't understand how she did it.
Yeah.
Early childhood psychology.
Wow.
My sister. And I said to her, Mimi, you need a psychiatrist.
No.
She has 2 masters. I can't believe that my
Are
sister
you like
has
the
2
annoying
masters.
little brother?
I am.
Wow, I can see
But
that.
I can't believe it. 2 masters. And she calls me. She says, do you know how to turn on the blender? I said, you see that little button? No, not that one, the next one. I mean, 2 masters. Gato, how come you didn't go get your masters?
I really can't, especially with my degree, because PBSC only offers an associate's in science, And the other option would be to go to where Gio went, Full Sail, but that's a lot of debt.
Yeah.
And even with a
What are you
film,
talking about? You were doing the heavy investments yesterday.
no, but I'm not gonna go put myself in that hole. It really, I think sometimes if you really see how your degree is working, you can see if a master's is worth it or not. I mean,
Right, it depends on your degree.
Yeah, I mean,
I think for any kind of multimedia degree, you don't need a master's for that. You know, yeah, I don't think.
So that means you're not getting your master's?
I'm not getting masters. It's not. It would be like too much financial.
Yeah, I don't know in production if that changes anything, but I think in business it changes it. I think
Yeah.
in marketing or strategy it changes things.
Yeah.
I think like master's stuff is like if you're taking like a science course, maybe you might need that. Who knows? I think my brother is trying to like
Get his master's?
trying to apply for a master.
I think one of the greatest things about the creative like field in general
Get your
is
mic
that
now.
you can go ahead and for that master's to pretty much buff up your portfolio. But the very nice thing is sometimes all you need is to put some effort into yourself and into your work, and that'll shine brighter than a degree. I mean, the amount of self-made film producers and film directors and screenwriters in our field is crazy because they're people that just had a dream and they did it. But having the master's degree will help you out if you want to make those connections, like you said. But they all have their ups and downs. I personally can't go for a bachelor's unless I go to Full Sail, which is about $80,000 a semester.
But I don't
and
even know if
I'm
you
not
need
going
it.
to do that.
You had the basics and you've self-taught and leveled up an entire studio
Yeah.
with the team.
That's-
You could teach it. Like we said to Josh, he could teach graphic design. You could teach production more than they can teach you. I think anything
But
else.
there's all over the country there are accelerated programs that you can do in 1 or 2 years to get your master's because you know already the essences. I think if you have your associates and you gotta get your bachelor's, so that's 2 years, and then another year for your master's. So you can probably complete it all in 3 years.
The one thing I did love about PBSC is just how hands-on everything is. I wouldn't go for my master's. I'd go for another degree because they offer audio engineering and all that kind of stuff, which I think that's the one that I'm more leaning towards. I've always thought about it, going back for an audio engineering degree just to like round everything out entirely. Because I think that, I mean, we learned here, especially for our interns, if you know one aspect, it's better to know all aspects. You can cover more ground. And for me, learning more about sound is something that I had to do while I was here. Because when I was there, you really only had one sound course. And the bad part was my sound course happened when COVID had initially started. So everything went to textbook. And there was no hands-on experience with like sound mixers or anything like that. But going back for a degree in audio engineering just to buff up that knowledge, I think that's great. Masters is great.
I think the audio engineering is the hardest aspect
That's
of
true.
this business. Audio is the enemy to this business.
We got some audio engineering to do this morning before the midday show, so you ready to wrap it up? All right. Nice job, you guys. I love the camera angles. I love seeing new faces. Congratulations on graduation.
Thank
I don't know
you.
if you talked about the fundraiser, but join us May 12th at Crazy Uncle Mike's, 5 to 7:30 p.m. It's called Caps Off for a Cause, and it benefits all of the crew and interns you see right here at Amp Media Productions and his Amp Media Futures Foundation. All donations, tickets are tax deductible. We are a 501c3 within our studio, and we've got great music. We've got The Pleasures. We've got Creeper Jr., John Justice Parker, some great raffles, some great events. Dana Sardano is the MC, and she's the hostess with the mostest. You'll get to meet the crew, have some fun, even network. So enjoy.
Max Duckworth will be working the floor, gathering all sorts of, I guess, raffles.
Selling raffle tickets. And I think are we going to get the raffle tickets for the Audi?
I'm going to call them right now when we end this show.
All right, so more to come on that. Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe. Join us midday. I've got a new guest coming in, Dr. Amy Seinfeld, and we are talking peptides, hormones for men and women, getting back to peak ultimate performance. We will see you later.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.